Welcome to News Today, a PodNu service. Today is Friday, March 18, 2022, Central European Time. Almost time for Red Nose Day, as comic relief comes back for another year. For one night only, some of our favorite stars from the showbiz world will come together to help charities in the UK and around the world. It's going to be a night to remember, with TV specials and musical performances. There will also be more events in the run-up to and after the event. If you want to watch the main event, you'll be able to see it through the eyes of a presenting team, which will include the co-founder of Comic Relief, Sir Lenny Henry. As Red Nose Day approaches, here are the people who will be putting on the events that night. Please let me introduce you to Comic Relief 2022 presenters. Sir Lenny Henry. During the night, Sir Lenny Henry, a longtime Comic Relief star, will lead the stars. In the UK, he is one of the best-known comedians and media people. Comic Relief was started by him and Richard Curtis in 1985. What it really means is for all of us to unite and do something brilliant and support for those that need it, Sir Lenny said of this year's show. The audience can expect more stars than you can shake a stick at. Loads of passionate and exciting films demonstrating where the money goes and why. Plus music, laughter, great hosts including me, Zoe Ball, Patty McGuinness, Alicia Dixon, and more. This is going to be huge. Alicia Dixon. There will be a British Got Talent judge and musician on stage with Sir Lenny at this year's show. With the group Mystique, Dixon rose to fame in the noughties. There have been a lot of reality shows that she has been on since then. She won Strictly Come Dancing in 2007, and 2 years later, she was a judge on the show, too. I have grown up with Comic Relief. It's such an important night of the year that brings the whole country together to help others. It brings out the best in people whilst entertaining the nation. It's part of all our lives and we all feel deeply connected to it, she said. David Tennant. For Comic Relief 2022, Doctor Who's David Tennant will be part of the presenting team. When people think of Tennant, they think of him as the 10th Doctor. Speaking of his new role, he said, "It's one of those things that makes you proud to be British. The mix of being daft and being big-hearted seems to be something we do well. It's always an honor and a joy to be involved." Zoe Ball. Zoe Ball, a British radio host, is the fourth person in this year's lineup to speak. Ball was the first woman to host both the BBC's Radio 1 and Radio 2 breakfast shows. It was in 2005 that the radio host took part in Strictly. In the next show, It Takes Two, she took over from Claudia Winkleman as the host. She worked on the show for 10 years before announcing that she was leaving in 2021. In terms of what she's looking forward to the most on the night, Ball said, "I'm always so moved by the appeal films. When we hear the stories of people who have really needed the support provided by so many charities that Comic Relief help, reminding us why we all gather and do whatever we can do. I can't wait to see how much everyone has helped Tom Daley raise with his Hell of a Homecoming challenge." Patty McGuinness. Patty McGuinness, a TV host and comedian, will be on the presenting panel for Comic Relief 2022. He became famous because Peter Kay asked him to appear in some of his shows, such as That Peter Kay Thing and Phoenix Nights. He has since hosted a number of shows, including Take Me Out, which ended in 2019. He is also one of the hosts of Top Gear, which airs on the BBC. "We're filming this year's Comic Relief in the North, so I'm expecting a fun, lively show with loads of special guests," he revealed. AJ Odudu. A TV show host called AJ Odudu is going to host the Great Comic Relief Prize-a-thon with Vernon Kay on TV. Odudu is a British TV show host. She is best known for co-hosting Big Brother's Bit on the Side with Emma Willis and Rylan Clark Neal in 2013. Her dance partner, Kai Widrington, and they made it to the final of Strictly last year. She had to leave because she had a broken leg. Vernon Kay. Vernon Kay joined the hosting team for this year's Comic Relief after Joel Dommett was found to have COVID-19. Besides his work on T4, All-Star Family Fortunes, and Splash, Kay has also been the host of Formula E coverage. This is what people know about him for. In 2020, he took part in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and came third.